Hi, back again. I was reading this book by Paulo Coelho, the guy who wrote The Alchemist, but basically it's like short stories from his life. And honestly, that book is generally like my dream book. I don't know how to explain it because the more I read it, the more I fall in love with that book. It's called Like a River Flows. It's basically like short stories and short excerpts from things he's written, from small articles he's written, and it's a lot of observations. It's a lot of these small things happening in his life, and he's making meaning out of them, and I think that's very me. But it's a lot of observations, it's a lot of I met this person, a lot of miracles, a lot of coincidence, which he doesn't believe in a sense where he's just like, if a situation happens in a certain way and you call it a coincidence, you're just like not giving importance to the situation because some things just happen because they're supposed to happen. It's not just a mere coincidence. And I just genuinely think that this book, I haven't finished it yet, but I can't stop reading it because it's so beautiful, and I think I'm gonna read it again and again and again till I like learn it, because I want to be that person. I want to be him in a sense that I want to experience so much and I want to feel so much. And I think that self-help books will never teach you the way these kind of books do. The observations you make and the stories you write out of them, you it just, I don't know, it's just making me feel so much. And I'll tell you this as someone who is an observant person. I like to observe things around me. I like to look for meaning in things all the time. It may be an inanimate object, it may be a cup just like doing its thing, and I'm like, whoa, wow, that's so crazy. I think I find meaning in things a lot, and I may have written an article about it, and I'm gonna try finding it because it's not an article, maybe like an um like a opinion piece of sorts. Because honestly, I'm someone who'll find meaning in anything at all, and I just feel like it's not the revolution. Okay, uh this is I don't know if I should read all this. It talks about derealization. It talks about how I put my soul into other things. I do that. I do put my soul into other things all the time, and I feel like that is so important. I generally do feel like it's very important because I think it's important to put your soul into other things. I think like you need to look at something and look at it from your point of view as that thing. I do it a lot, and I generally feel like I found so much meaning in life and the smallest things because of the way I've observed. And I want, when I read this book by Paulo Coelho, it's called Like a River Flows. I just genuinely want to write like him, and I think that right now I'm not writing enough, and I'm not note taking enough, and I'm not journaling enough. And I think that every time I journal, it's always about what I want with my life. And I feel like reading back on everything I've ever journaled, it's a constant search of what I want next. And every time I've gotten something, then I want something else, then I want something else, then I want something else, or the things that I've spoken about and I've never really gotten them. So I just think that this book makes me realize, one, I need to write fucking more. I'm sorry for swearing. I should not be swearing. But I need to write more. God, I need to write more. I need to write so much more. One, I need to stop doom scrolling. I need to stop consuming as much of media I consume, because I think I consume way more than I create, and I need to create way more than I consume. So yeah, that's that. I'm just gonna start reading this article. I don't know if it's gonna scare me while going reading, but I'm gonna do it nonetheless because honestly, no one sees these videos. But in general, this video is about observations in a sense that we should, I don't know, I think this video is just me talking about things about myself, where I'm going next. The thing is, I will never know how to feel. I feel so much and nothing at all. This is not about me anymore. It's about having a place to put all this. All this what? All this potential, all this love, all this anger. I am smart and I'm creative. Then why don't I ever amount to anything? A spiral, it's going down and it keeps going down. It never stops, and I slide along with it. Just down, all the way down, staring up at the things that were just never mine, and I bet they were not written for me. Am I not praying enough? I would amount to so much. Where is all this? Where am I to go with this? What have I done? What will I do? These questions haunt me heavily. Will I ever be good enough for anything at all? Actually, I have no idea. I may just never be good enough for myself. I will never feel full, but I will do things that make me feel full. was so heavy. I did not know I wrote that. I did not know I wrote all of that. I never know what I write, and then I read it and I'm just like, what? Yeah, I think that this is the issue. These are pretty much how all my journaling sounds. Journaling, everything I've written sounds like this, a different version of this, because I just never feel enough, and I just never feel like I'm doing enough, and I just need to stop. I need to stop victimizing myself. I need to stop feeling like I don't feel full when I do things that don't make me feel full. But yeah, that's crazy. This is a crazy thing that I have discovered about myself, that I just rant about the same things again and again and do nothing about them. That's okay. We'll figure a way out. I'll figure a way out. And this is why this YouTube channel is here, for me to like take my bhadas to vent of sorts. What are we if not our failures? I was telling a coworker this about this quote I read on Instagram. I hate that I read it on Instagram, but I did read it on Instagram, so now whatever. It was Van Gogh telling his brother that if my work is worth something 40 years later, or if I am worth something 40 years later, that means this version of me is still worth it. And I just think about that a lot. And the girl was basically talking about how in our 20s we don't feel like we're enough, and then we grow up and we become something, and that's only because of the person you are now. If you might be worth later on, that means you are worth now. If Sarah 5 years later, and I'm saying this because I believe it, that 5 years later I will be something great, and I'll be in good places, and I'll be in great places. If Sarah 5 years later is someone wow amazing, then Sarah right now is wow amazing too. I don't know, like I just feel like I need to have that much worth in myself. I'm not having enough of that. Anyways, I think this goes for everyone. Bye bye.